guys, let's take a look at a dark horse of mine, Harmony One. This is my fourth largest bag that I have. Now, I chose this just because it's a dark horse. Don't think that I have, complete faith in this project or that it's going to return to its all-time high. I chose this a long time ago to be my dark horse. Just keep that in mind. Now, we are starting to see Harmony One kind of wake up in the last week or so. Keep in mind this is the daily time frame, so the last 8 days, 7 days have been green. We do have to make our way up to this daily resistance up here at about 1.35 cents and break through that. Once we do that, we do have a weekly resistance up here at about 1.62 cents. And after that, we have another daily resistance at about 1.8 cents, guys. So that's the next resistances we need to look at. Now, to really get bullish here on Harmony One, we've been down here for so long. We've just been in the reaccumulation zone forever, guys. So to get really bullish, let me look at this in the weekly time frame because Harmony One is an old coin, but I think to get super bullish, if we look at the whole history here, basically if we can take out this, high at about 3.5 cents, that's when I'm going to get bullish on Harmony One. Now, where do I believe Harmony One can go? Now, when I started, accumulating Harmony One here, I thought maybe this had a chance to go to $1. Now, do I feel so confident anymore? Probably not, guys. But I do think Harmony One can still make some, good runs here. And maybe it can make it up to about, 20 to, maybe even 30 cents. Its all-time high, as we know, I think it was like 37 cents. Yeah, so if we look at it over here, actually this one here, 38 cents exactly was its all-time high. But do I believe it's going to get there now at this point? I mean, never say never, but just at this point, I truly believe, we're in for about maybe 20 to 30 cents with Harmony One. So that's still a good 20 to 30x if you, keep that in mind. I mean, it's not bad, but anyways, guys, I do have a sizable bag of this. So just keep that in mind. I can be a little bit biased. But let's take a quick look at Bitcoin here. Now, Bitcoin is falling back a little bit more since my last video on XRP, but it is creating a CME gap, to the downside, which is actually good because usually it will try to fill that gap, although I'm not a huge believer in CME gaps. So anyways, we are down about $500, $600, $700 since, we closed yesterday. But just keep in mind, we also do have a double bottom here forming. We're still looking good. All we need to do is break this, neckline up here at about 64.3, and this target, here can be up to about $74,500, $75,000, guys. So we do need to break this neckline first, though. Until then, then this, this formation or pattern will not play out. So it's just, easy as that. If you see us trending down here like this, and we make another, lower low, then yeah, this pattern's definitely done. So, but right now we are on track, so yeah, don't worry too much, especially over the weekend. We can have a couple of red days and still continue up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, keep in mind this week we do have New York Empire State Manufacturing on Monday, which is not too important. We do have core retail sales and things like this on Tuesday, so it's not such a big day here. We do have industrial production, but yeah, I think the biggest day for us is Wednesday. Now we do have European Union CPI on Wednesday, but that's not the most important thing. So the most important thing here is the interest rate decision and then the press conference afterwards. So Thursday, jobless claims, Philadelphia Fed manufacturing and things, existing home sales. I don't think we're going to react too much to that. I think the main thing is we're going to react to the Fed rate decision and press conference. Friday is basically an empty calendar, so not much to see there. Now, if we do look at the interest rate cuts, it's 50-50, guys. I don't want to speculate, but I think there's going to be a 25 basis point cut. And maybe this will slightly change after we get those numbers. Like I said on Monday, maybe this New York manufacturing might sway it 1% or 2, or maybe retail sales could sway it 1% or 2, or this industrial production and things. But I don't expect a big movement before we get this decision. Now, if we look at the fear and greed, it's at 50. That's a pretty big jump since yesterday at 32, and it's all due to this candle here. So, but we didn't see such a jump even with this candle, so it's kind of strange. But $60,000 was reached again, so maybe that's why we jumped up so much. And yeah, so we're sitting at 50 at the moment, right in the middle. The crypto bubbles, let's take a look here. Most of the projects now are turning red. You can see, some of the better projects are still green, like AVAX or Injective, even XRP, OP. You do have, I don't know what CKB is really. Yeah, so some of these are still, like Caspa, ICP. So, they're still green, but a lot of these things are pulling back because they had such a week. Keep in mind, we ran from, down here at what, 53,000 or so, 52,000, all the way up to 60,000 this week. So many of these projects are just cooling down, so I wouldn't worry too much, guys. So keep that in mind. And yeah, that's all I got for you on one. And like I said, I do have a large bag of this, and we'll see if my, dark horse play was right. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.